Hey, this is KingForGuardiac.com, and this is going to be a really quick lesson on two different things: bass lines, and then the other thing we're going to focus on is we're going to focus on how to MIDI and marry your external keyboard with FL Studio, or Fruity Loops, known affectionately to a lot of people still. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you into the FL Studio environment really quickly. All right, and this is the kind of stuff that you'll learn over at Guardiac.com, and this is the tone and the pace of the classes that you learn. All right, first thing we're going to do is select a channel. All right, we're going to go to MIDI out. All right, we'll select that. Now, if you have a hardware keyboard such as the Korg Triton, which I'm working with right now, you can do it in several different ways. You can go into the combo mode, or you can go into the program mode, or you can go in the sequence mode. I like the sequence mode if I want to do several different instruments at one time. But right now we're just in the program mode, and I chose the program over on the Korg Triton, which is a nice thick bass, right? Then what I have to do is go to the global settings over on my keyboard and set that global channel to whatever channel I want it to coincide with, which in this case is going to be 3. Okay, then my port needs to be set at 1, which would be at the same port that's set on my keyboard. So as long as the ports and the channels match, I have a sound. Got it? Ports, channels match, sound. All right, try and simplify things and make it very understandable to all types of people. So port and channel, as long as those match the same port and channel on the keyboard, I should hear a sound. So I'm actually now playing my Korg Triton. Okay, now if I bring you back into the desktop over here, I can actually scroll through sounds. All right, just by going through my patches. Now, all I have to do is select the instrument that I want to play, and it can change those sounds. I don't want to do that right now because I want to use this bass line to create a bass line that I'm going to play via MIDI into this mix, and it sounds like this. Yeah. All right, now, you know at Guardiac.com we're a complete music and talent training community. So we don't just give you bits and pieces, and we don't give you information that we read somewhere. We give you information that comes directly from professional musicians that have played concerts, written for records, artists, and all that stuff. So you're really getting the raw deal, the good stuff. This is the good stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to discuss the 2 chords that this song is made up of. All right, it's made up of actually three chords. It's made up of an F minor chord, F minor 7. I'm going to show you what that looks like with my hand cam over here. All right, so let me go to the hand cam. Let me flip it for you so you can see exactly what notes I'm playing. All right, I'm going to select an instrument that is commonly recognizable. It's called the prover, but it's a piano sound. So this way you can hear all the chords. All right, if you look at the board, you're going to see F, A flat, C, and an E flat. All right, the next chord is going to be a G minor 7. G, B flat, D, F. All right, and the final chord is going to be a C major 7. Got it? All right, so that's our progression. Now listen to the music as it's coming through the speakers. We're going to add a funky bass line. I'm going to show you how to play passing tones. Now, as long as you know the basic chords, now all you have to do is follow those basic chords and use what's called passing tones. And you'll have the greatest bass line ever. All right, so we're going to use an F. First chord is an F chord. Next chord is going to be a G minor, G to a C. Now, instead of just playing that repetitively, which a lot of people get caught in that loop, All right, we're going to begin to play passing tones. Passing tones are going to allow us to bring creativity to the bass line and begin to play our bass lines like bass players play. If you ever hear a bass player, they never just play the one note, doom, 3, 4, boom, 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 boom. And some people think that's hot, all right? But let me show you what's hotter, all right? When you can play a line like this. All right, so that's a lot funkier, ain't it? It sound better? Now watch this with the music. Let's play it. Okay, so I just made a nice little bass line using the chord structure from the F to the G to the C, but I use passing tones. What are a passing tone? Okay, until you land on that next note, you can do things in between. So you can press an F, 2, 3, 4, and G to the C, but now I can, in between, play around with notes. Now I have to stick within the key. All right, there are some rules. All right, if I'm playing in an F minor, I want to stick within that F minor genre. Right, there are some notes I can change. I can go. So you see how I stayed to the F minor chord. In other words, I stayed to the F minor scale. But then when it was time to hit that G, I jumped right on that G. All right, another trick that you can use, and bass players use this all the time, are octaves. You can use octaves and fifths. So here's a fifth. See, those are fifths. 1, 5, 1. What do you mean 1, 5, 1? 1, 3, 5. So in other words, it's the fifth of that particular chord can be played. The 1, the 5, and the 1. It's a common bass trick. So when you really want to play lively bass lines, think of yourself as a bass player. Listen to some hot bass lines, Earth, Wind and Fire. Listen to Gap Band. Listen to I'm running out of people to name to you, but listen to Stevie Wonder. Listen to anybody from the 70s. That's when the funk was hot. So you'll really get those ideas, and they'll start really creeping its way into your music. All right, so that's all I got. Short lesson, Guardiac.com. Come on down there and learn how to make some music for real, all right? Stop playing.